ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This is Elliott, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Prescott looks to throw at first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott to throw it. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
We go 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go! Hey!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. third and long. It's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A second down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On first down, Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
31! White, we set!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Win the rep, let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gostkowski's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Brady to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 79 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Prescott again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in.
Again to Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop him cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Prescott now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Pass incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Diamond gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
To throw again, Barrett. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett looks to throw on first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! One,
Throwing again. Barrett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ohio! Flex round!
On first down, Barrett to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Barrett now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Gillislee. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Right back to him on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. They occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. On the toss, here's White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's Gillislee. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They stay on the ground. This is Gillislee again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's go! Here we go!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go!
Now Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the situation return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting up.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Barrett. Flush to his right. Escapes the sack. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right! Go!
Now White. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Alabama, 380. Go! 29, Alpha, Shadow.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's White. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now it's Ginn. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 1st and 10, Barrett forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. And again's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett, and that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Scott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Check, 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 check. Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll trouble outside. Scott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Hut.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And now out come the Patriots. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Gillisley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right. Orange. Ready?
From the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
White. 29. Alpha. Check it.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Ohio. Ohio.
They'll run on first down. Scott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demario Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Wait! Hey, Alabama. Come on, let's go. Ready?
To throw is Brady. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, Scott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go again with Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get up! Gun! Ready to go!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And run Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Regular!
They'll run with Gillisley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive
Come on,
line
kill this
to give
dude.
you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Ready? 29, Alpha. 29, Alpha. 3 down, needs to go. Go!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah,
Playing
like
terrible today.
Shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first. Down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. It's taken to the 26. Whoosh. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield, you throw the ball up in the air, that's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard. Line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Brady now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England. 49 yards.
29. Alpha. Regular. Hey, Gold 66.
On 1st down, Brady. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, go! Out.
Now a carry for White. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Guilt trip is here. That's it, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Wait! Tom!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, pass, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. Ryan on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son,
Good
that's
shit.
the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And now running right through it. Edelman was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball
was open.
Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun! 21! Ready to go! Hey, 25! Wait! 21!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Thanks, halftime adjustments are in.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they think they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Going deep here for Edelman. Got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Brady now on first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. To throw, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Stop! Wait 20! Wait 20! Sugar! Wait, get!
Now Brady again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away.
Perfect throw.
They were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones.
Looking good.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, let's go! Get up!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
Gun.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Regular.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. As you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, wait. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
39.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 47 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan. He's airing it out for... He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 77 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got some real estate inside the 30. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 44 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 54, south.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with
Trying
running
to
some
play
clock
lead.
and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Switch, switch. Gun, gun, gun. Let go.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Get up! 12.
They go play action here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ryan wants to throw it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now Ryan on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey, let's go.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Ryan. Buying time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
3 down.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
21.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. That is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Hey, we got 3 down.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.